Morning to everyone. I'm going to do a presentation on installation of expansion joints. See, the reference code of this practice is IRC SP 69 2011. What is the purpose of an expansion joint? An expansion joint should be capable of accommodating all movements of the deck, translation, and rotation. In the process, it must not cause unacceptable stresses either in the joint itself or in the structure. It is a load carrying link between the abutment and the deck or between individual decks of a bridge to create a transition that give a high level of riding comfort for the vehicles and limit noise level, especially in an urban environment. So the following activities as listed will be done during the installation of an expansion joint. So I am showing you a drawing. So this is a drawing where you have connection between two decks, and I'll go in detail in further steps, but initially I will briefing it. So concrete slab deck concreting already completed, and over which bituminous concrete BC is also completed. So after the completion of BC only, we have to make a recess at the joint where we have to install the expansion joint. So for that, we will be following the steps. First, we have to mark the center line of that expansion joint and remove all the unwanted debris, sandbags or whatever you have to remove, and you have to make it very clean. Then it will be looking something like this. So here already expansion joint is placed, and I will be in future or in the future steps I will be explaining. And concreting of the recess. So thermocol fixing between the expansion joint shall be done and sealed with brown tape so that some particles will not go inside that one. Prior to concreting, loose materials dust will be cleaned. Nitto bond will be applied on the old concrete prior to doing the new concrete. Okay. So I'll start with this one. Formation of recess in the deck slab to install the joint. So prior to install the expansion joint, we have to make a recess. The recess must suit in size and form to the geometry of the expansion joint. The width and the depth of the recess shall be as per the manufacturer's recommendation. Sufficient thickness of lip shall be provided below the recess to support the joint. The following points must be checked and considered before concreting of the deck slab. Dimension checks of recess, first one. Second one is the checks of the levels. Third one is the check of the skew and slope, and check of the design gap between the bridge deck and abutment or between two adjoining decks. Finally, checking of the existing structural reinforcement according to the drawings. Then fixing of formwork and temporary filling of the recess. It is recommended to lay the road surfacing wearing coat before commencing the installation of joint as per the IRC SP 69 clause 9.6. Shuttering must be used to seal the space between the underside of the joint and the vertical face of the recess. The recess shall be filled with sandbags. Wearing coat shall be laid in a continuous manner over the deck, slabs, and recess portion. After bitumen BC is completed, that is wearing coat is completed, we have to do cutting of the wearing coat and the cleaning of the recess. Portion of wearing coat over the recess shall be removed subsequently. Then the recess shall be cleaned thoroughly. If necessary, surface shall be roughened also. All loose dirt and debris shall be removed by wire brushing, air blowing, and dried with hot compressed air or manually itself, whichever is feasible. Then placing of the expansion joint in the recess. Before placing the placing of the expansion joint in the recess, all segments shall be joined by splicing. The gap between the edge beam and the middle beam shall be adjusted at site based on the temperature. Lowering of expansion joint in the recess shall be done such that entire length is evenly lowered. Should be evenly lowered. Then joint shall be precisely leveled and adjusted in the longitudinal transverse direction and vertically to the final surface level. What they mean to say is the top of the expansion joint should be in line with the bearing coat or the BC top. Concreting of the recess. The recess must be thoroughly watered. Controlled concrete having strength not less than that in superstructure subject to minimum of M35 shall be filled into the recess. The water cement ratio of the concrete shall not be more than 0.4. The filling concrete must feature lower shrinkage. Good compaction and curing of concrete shall be ensured. The filling concrete must be finished flush with the carriageway surfacing. As soon as the concrete in the recess has become initially set, a sturdy ramp shall be placed over the joint to protect it from the side traffic. Expansion joint shall not be exposed to traffic loading before completion of the carriageway surfacing in any case. Okay. Then, so we have different type of expansion joints, some strip seal joints, some modular joints based on the requirement of the project or the like the requirement of that load. We have to see what I am showing you is a strip seal. So strip seal expansion joint. So these are two edge beams. This is one shape, and this is edge beams, and this is our strip seal. It is a elastomeric strip seal. Okay. So this is a setup wherein we have to weld this properly to the existing main reinforcement. So as per the approved drawing, whatever is there in your respective projects, you have to weld that one to the main reinforcements. There will be links or whatever you want as per your project requirements. So I will be showing some photographs. So these are the, this is a strip seal. This is a strip seal expansion joint installed, and it is also like welded to the existing main reinforcement. Okay. See, this is also another photo of a strip seal expansion joint wherein the lugs, the one, this is the one, exactly this is the one. This lug will be welded to the main reinforcement of the existing main slab on either side. Okay. See, it is some. This is another type. The first one, what I was telling you, was strip seal, and this is modular. Okay, where you have one middle beam and two edge beams. Wherein here you will have one strip seal, and the opposite side you will have another strip seal. So mostly in segmental bridges, we'll be going for this modular expansion joint. Mostly the methodology for installation for strip seal and modular expansion joint is very similar. So next one, I will show you one second. I'll show you some methodology for strip seal expansion joint. It is will be the same for modular also. So okay. So this procedure describes the methodology for strip seal expansion joint in all structures wherever it requires in accordance with the approved drawings and specification. Resources, manpower, structural engineer, a junior engineer, a technician, supervisor, concrete, mason and labor, barbenders and helper, welder, laboratory personnel. Okay. Other than that, equipment and machinery, lab equipment as per the requirement, transit mixers, welding machine, gas cutting machine, then material, Nitto bond. It's a bonding agent between old and new concrete to get the proper bonding. Then masking tape, I was telling you, between the two strip seals, that there will be a gap. You have to place thermocol over which you have to seal it with the masking tape so that some debris will not go inside. Thermocol, then 16 mm dia steel bar. That is what links as per your respective project drawing. So 16 mm diameter steel bars. Then in our project we used the M50 grade concrete. For every running meter, it was around 0.099 cubic meter of concrete, and it will be RMC concrete. Methodology first, setting out. After the approval of the drawing by AE, the setting out will be commenced, and the site has been surveyed and set out to true lines and level as per the approved drawing. Expansion joint center line, that is the first point. The center line should be marked by the surveyor. Then reference offset lines half meter from either side of the center lines will be marked. Then BC cutting, chipping will be done. Loose BC materials will be removed. Expansion joint placement will be done. Line and level of the expansion joint will be done, but as per approved drawing. Studs of expansion joint welding will be done. I was telling you, in that strip seal, there is like lugs, the studs, or whatever you call. So it has to be welded to the main reinforcement. Okay. Then reinforcement fixing as per the approved drawing means whenever you cut, there will be reinforcement going here and there. You have to make it properly and you have to do it as per the approved drawing. Then again, that thermocol fixing between the expansion joint gap will be done and sealed with masking tape or brown tape, whatever you call. Then prior to concrete, all loose material dust should be properly, thoroughly cleaned using a compressor or whichever is feasible for you. Then Nitto bond will be applied on the old concrete surface. This is to make a proper bonding between the old and the new concrete. Then concreting of grade M50 will be poured at the expansion joint location and finishing of the same will be done as per approved drawing. So what other than this, see, everyone knows. So a concrete is being batched or produced at a batching plant. So at the batching plant itself, we have to check the workability of concrete. We'll do slump cone test. So as per our approved design mix of the concrete, we have to do a slump test at the batching plant. And once it is produced and it is transported using a transit miller, it will be sent to the site. Once you reach the site, then again the same process we have to do again the slump cone test of the concrete. Then once it is done properly, you have to cast cubes. The cubes should be casted both at the batching plant also and also as per the site also. So as per the requirement of this one, we have to cast the cubes also, right? So this is the concreting process. Then once this concreting is done, we have to do curing at least for 1 week minimum. Then this is what I repeated. Quality control procedures. Concrete cubes will be done on the delivered concrete to ensure workability is within the prescribed limits. Representative cubes will be cast at the concrete mix. The works will be periodically, at least daily inspected and checked for conformity with the procedure. That's the the methodology for strip seal. So, and I'll show you some photographs. So these are the photos for the strip seal expansion joint. So this is after concreting. So this was the initial debris removal of the BC. So here you can see a welder is welding the expansion joint stud to the main rebar or the reinforcement, whatever you call. So again, it is the same. Main thing after concreting, we have to do proper curing. I'll be running a video which will not have any volume and all. So if anyone having any questions, please proceed with your questions. If any questions, please ask.
Bruhadishanji, you are talking about that modular expansion joint, which needs to be used on the segments only. Can't we use for the normal girder bridge?
Sir, we can use, sir. It will become costly, sir. Sir, for a normal girder, strip steel is more than enough, sir.
Yeah, but I think the surface will be smooth with the modular expansion joint.
Sir, absolutely right. Only the cost factor, sir. And I mean,
Only
if
the
it
cost
is really, sir, please.
Only the cost factor, otherwise.
Yeah. Otherwise, sir, if you go for modular, that is the best, sir. So some people will go for the client will go for the cost factor, sir. Yes, the best, if you ask me, it will be, as you said, modular expansions.
You can play the video, please. Also, please see the chat box. There may be a question you can ask straight away.
Yes, sir. If any questions, they can ask me also.
Some of them have raised questions in the chat box. So you may please go through the chat box and explain to them.
1 second, sir. I'll go through that. Sir, can you tell me some questions, sir, so that like I have to find out. If you don't mind, yes.
No, yeah. As per IRC requirement, we need to lay bearing course first.
Yes.
How to manage that in case of overlay and relaying? We see in NH48 Delhi Gurgaon section.
Sir.
This is one question asked by Mr. Ashish Agarwal. You may please explain. Thanks.
Sir, please repeat the question, sir, please.
As per IRC requirement, IRC requirement, we need to lay bearing course first. How to manage that in case of overlay or relaying?
So overlay.
They are asking that while doing the overlay or relaying the.
Means already done. Again relaying that one.
Yes.
Am I right, sir? I'll let you go.
Yes. That is correct.
Yeah. Because sometimes voice is not. Now it is. I got it, sir. Sir, so overlaying also. So again, we have to chip that particular area, sir. At least from the center line, you have to cut some area either side, and you have to match the dimension because you cannot raise the level of the expansion joint, sir. Sir.
Yes.
The height of the expansion joint will be remaining the same for at least for 25 years, as per the O&M and manual of that particular manufacturer. So what I mean to say, you have to overlay and you have to gradually match it with this one. That is only way, sir. Practical, I'm telling you.
Okay. Please go with the video, please.
Yeah. So this is the one. So see the video. This is how to install a strip steel joint, expansion joint. So see, they are doing it welding. Then now they are doing the concrete. You see. So also before pouring the concrete, either you use NATO bond. If NATO bond is not available, you can use the cement slurry for bonding between the old and the new concrete. You can see. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So before pouring the concrete, you have to before pouring the concrete, you have to apply the NATO bond or slurry. And once concrete is poured, you have to do proper compaction using electrical or mechanical vibrators and ensure that it is properly done. That is the duty of the respective quality engineer. Sir, if any some more questions, please ask.
One of the person has asked that welding with the main structural reinforcement, is it okay?
Sorry,
Welding-
yeah. See, we are using a link, sir. Sir,
Mm.
there is a stud. There is a stud on the this one. What do you call the edge beam of that modular expansion joint, to which there is a link, sir, additional bar, and that link is welded to the what do you call the main bar of the slab.
But
Stud
here,
will be there. There will be a link, and the link will be linked to the main reinforcement. That will be the processor.
but here one more afraid is that welding with the reinforcement, it may adversely affect the steel strength. That is one more question asked by the participant.
Sir, what I mean to say, directly we are not welding. In between, we have a link.
Okay.
That is also a reinforcement. That's why we are not directly welding this stud to the main reinforcement. In between, we have a links, which is a mediator between the stud and the main reinforcement, sir.
One of the participants suggested that do milling on either side of expansion joint and do overlay without raising level. This is a good suggestion, I think.
Sir, please.
Do milling on either side of the expansion joint and do overlay without raising level in during preparing of the overlay cases.
I'm not getting it, sir. Hello. The voice is breaking. That's why, sir.
Are you able to see the chat box on the right top corner?
1 second, sir.
Rohideshwaran,
Yes, sir.
are you able to see the chat box on the right top corner? Few questions are there. So
No,
you
sir.
can go through that and we can answer them straight away.
1 second, sir. 1 second. Review. No, sir, I'm not able to see. Right hand side, sir.
Right top corner.
Now I open, sir. Okay. Okay.
Can you see the question?
Yeah.
Then you can please answer to them, please.
Sure, sir.
Sir, one team leader is asking whether expansion joint should be installed before or after laying the bearing course. He is the
Sir-
team leader and asking this question. How you
Sir, I'm
answer
telling
this?
you.
How you answer this?
Sir, as per the IRC SP69, we should do the this wearing code first, and later we have to fix the expansion joints.
All
It is clearly
consultants should
mentioned.
note this is the just educational purpose and this is the guidance purpose, and expert is saying IRC code is available. First do the bearing course, make the SS space for expansion joint,
Yes.
and then the expansion
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah.
Never install the expansion joint before BC.
Sir,
Never.
if you do it now, what will happen? You cannot maintain the level, sir.
Then thak wise will be always be there for next 25 years.
Yes, sir. The 25 years guarantee is given by that manufacturer or O&M, whatever you call. So you have to follow IRC SP69, which is clearly saying that first we have to do the wearing code, then we have to make a research, then only fix the expansion, then only the levels will also be maintained, sir. Otherwise, what will happen if you do the other way? There will be a bump, sir. First, if you install expansion joint, then if you do the wearing code, you cannot match also. There will be a huge bump there, sir. And it will indirectly give a negative effect on that particular expansion joint, and this will indirectly give a unwanted load to the structure, sir.
Sir, one Indrajit Ghai sir is asking how to address the issue of thak thak sound where expansion joint already laid.
Sir, how to?
How to address this wrong installation of expansion joint which already laid by the consultant or contractor. How to address this
sir.
issue? How to remove? How to replace?
Acha, already wrongly done, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please suggest
Sir,
something economically and
we have to remove it, sir. No other way. We have to remove it. Again, we have to go to that manufacturer only, because see, generally I can tell something, but what I would suggest is consult the same manufacturer or who the supplier, bring him back. Sir, we have to wrongly supplied. Bring back the technical team and remove everything at the cost. We have to pay them the cost, and we have to
no,
reinstall.
it's
Sir.
not.
That
It's
is
not wrongly supplied. It's wrongly installed.
Sir?
Wrongly installed. Installation process is not correct at the time of installation. So
that's what I mean to say, sir. The
who were in
installation
the default?
wrongly done means you have to remove it and make it properly again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
only
what I'm telling you.
Only solution is there as per your advice. Only solution. Please remove and redone.
Yes, sir. Else, what is the other issue, sir? See, if it is not properly installed, means how, sir? The purpose of that fixing that expansion has gone now, sir. If the installation, that's why I'm telling you, always before doing any work, sir, there is a thing called mock-up, sir. Mock-up or sample. First, any expansion or any work in this project or any project in the NHA, what I'm telling you, this is my humble suggestion, is do a mock-up or sample and show it to the client, that is NHA and the authority engineer, and get it approved, whether the method is okay or not. At that mock-up itself, we have to call the installer, supply, and everyone, all parties should be involved there. They should be there, sir. And they should, if it is approved by the AE and NHA, then we have to further proceed with the work. This is my humble suggestion. To getting such errors in laying the expansion joint.
Somebody,
Somebody
is asking about, please explain about filler joint.
Pillar joint.
Filler
Sir,
joint.
we can use pillar joint, but that is not that much advisable. So in minor bridges or village bridges, we can use it, sir. On a major national highway, it is not advisable to go for a pillar joint, sir.
And PD Mandi is asking, issue is coming because contractor is getting installation done by manufacturer. What is your advice? Who will install the expansion joint? Contractors force or manufacturer team?
Sir, my humble suggestion is it should be the blend of both, sir. So that's what I am telling you. Before start any work, make a mock-up. Mock-up means a sample work, wherein NHA engineer, the authority engineer, and the contractor, the installer, everybody will be there. If any comments or any rectification advised by our NHA or the authority engineer, those points will be taken care and everything will be installed properly, and there will be an RFI. There was a session before RFI. So we have to make a proper RFI and get it approved by client, that is NHA and AE. Then perfect, sir. And we can do one more thing. After this sample also, for every RFI, we will ensure that one guy from installer should always be at the site along with the contractor engineer.
It means in supervision of the manufacturer, contractors team can do this. Yes,
sir.
Because mock-up is clear, mock-up is okay, then you will do the job.
Yeah,
then the
contractor
contractor
will do the job. Without expertise guidance, how can we do, sir? The contractor may go wrong also. If so, what we do in our projects and all, sir, not only expense joint or PSC, anything, we'll ensure that one guy from that supplier should be always with us. We give them fooding or accommodation, everything, so that they'll be with us for any technical view or anything. They'll be with us and they'll helping out, sir, and with the approval of the respective client and the authority engineer, sir.
Anybody can ask the question. Please ask the question verbally also in chat box.
Sir, how to measure? There is a question, Mr. from Mr. Tarsem Singh, how to measure the level difference in existing expansion joint to check whether it is in the permissible limit or not.
Whether it is acceptable, matlab what will the difference in the height between upper level of the expansion joint and upper level of the bearing surface?
Sir, simple, sir. Every project you have the standard data. This one reference levels. So from that we can cross check. No, what is the required level for the expansion joint or the deck? We can cross check using a surveyor, because a approved drawing will clearly show what is the top level of that what do you call the expansion joint, or what is the top level of the deck as per the profile, or sometimes there is a slope as per the slope it is there. So it can be cross checked.
जैन सर, इंद्रजीत गई बोल रहा हूँ चंडीगढ़ से। मैंने सवाल ये पूछा था सर, मैंने पिछले 30 सालों में बढ़िया से बढ़िया कंपनी या किसी भी कंपनी के लगाए हैं एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट ब्रिजेस पे देखे हैं, ये ठक ठक की आवाज हर ब्रिज पे आती है। ये ना आए उसके लिए क्या करें सर?
साउंड जो आ रहा है ना सर।
नहीं भाई साहब, आप अपना परिचय दें कि आप एज ए कैसे मतलब कंसल्टेंट है, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर है या एडवाइजर है?
मैं इंद्रजीत गई बोल रहा हूँ सर, मैं कंसल्टेंट हूँ।
कंसल्टेंट इंजीनियर साइड में ना सर?
जी सर जी। तो
आप,
सर ये
आप अभी इस बात का जवाब दिया गया कि जहां जहां भी ठक ठक की आवाज आती है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर उसको रिमूव करके ही रीइंस्टॉल करेगा, देन इट विल बी। जिस समय इंस्टॉलेशन हो रहा था प्रोसेस प्रॉपर नहीं थी एंड इट विल बी रॉन्गली इंस्टॉल्ड और अनप्रॉपरली इंस्टॉल्ड। The only solution is reinstall the expansion joint.
Yes sir.
हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनून
sir.
सर।
Good afternoon.
ईश्वर पात्रा
Yes,
बोल रहा हूँ
please.
महाराष्ट्र से।
बोलिए पसाड़ी।
Yes, sir.
सर, हम लोग कुछ जैसे पैकेज में देख रहे हैं, रास्ता मेंटेनेंस के टाइम पे एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट टूट जा रहा है और उसको रीइंस्टॉल करने में हमको दिक्कत आ रही है। अभी साहब ने वरेश्वर साहब ने बोले कि वेयरिंग सरफेस जो ऊपर टॉप सरफेस है उसको पहले डालने के बाद उसको प्रॉपर्ली काट के एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट इंस्टॉल करेंगे ताकि हमारा लेवल जो है मैच करेगा। और एंडम पीरियड हम तो पूरा वेयरिंग कोर्स को तो पूरा रिमूव नहीं कर सकते ना। कुछ पर्सन जैसे कि 2 लेन है, 10 मीटर का रोड होता है, 10 मीटर में 3.5 मीटर का एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट टूट गया तो उसको कैसे रिमूव करें और कैसे इंस्टॉलेशन करें और वेयरिंग जो टॉप सरफेस है उसको कैसे मैच करें।
अत्रा जी, ये मेंटेनेंस पर्पस के लिए पूछे हैं। यदि एग्जिस्टिंग एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट में क्रैक आ गया, वेल्डिंग टूट गई और ऑन सरफेस माने ऑन गोइंग ट्रैफिक में हमको हाफ एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट रिप्लेस करना है
और सर साउंड भी आ रहा है, ठक ठक साउंड भी आ रहा है।
इट्स ओके, माने टोटली है तो हाउ टू रिप्लेस दिस?
जी सर।
Sir, shall I answer?
बोलिए।
सर एक्चुअली क्या ना सर ऑल क्या आप कुछ भी बोले, एवरीथिंग इज रिलेटेड टू द फिक्सिंग सर।
इसीलिए सर जानना चाहता हूँ एनएचआई ने बहुत सारे रूट प्रोजेक्ट बना रहा है। अभी क्या कि सर जैसे कि कोई डीएलपी है, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर अभी मेंटेन कर रहा है, 4 साल 5 साल करके चले जाएगा, उसके बाद तो थर्ड पार्टी लिखा है उसको परेशानी हो रही है कि भाई एक्सपेंशन टूट रहा है, हम कैसे इसको रीइंस्टॉल करें।
ये लगा के कितना साल हो गया सर?
सर ये लगभग 5 साल में चल रहा है सर।
सर मैं इनका क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट करता हूँ कि ईपीसी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में किसी ने एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट लगाए, उसका डीएलपी 5 साल का है, 5 साल में हल्का साउंड आ रहा है और वो छोड़ के चले जाएगा। फिर ओएंडएम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जब थोड़ा साउंड बढ़ जाता है या ओवरले करना पड़ता है या डिफेक्ट आता है तो उस समय ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम आती है उसको रिप्लेस करने में।
हाँ सर।
तो कैसे इसको टैकल किया जाए?
सर मैं एक प्रपोजल दूं सर, दिस इज
बताइए प्लीज।
द बुक, नॉट एनी कोर्स एंड ऑल, दिस इज फ्रॉम माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस। व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग सर, हम लोग क्यों सर 5 साल में जाए जब ये एक सप्लायर दे रहा है एक प्रोडक्ट 5 साल।
बिल्कुल मैं इनको यही जवाब देने वाला था। इंस्टॉलेशन के टाइम पे जो आपके फेलो कंसल्टेंट हैं उन्होंने कैसे एक्सेप्ट किया जब वो ऑन स्टैंडर्ड या एज पर नेग्लिजिबल वैल्यू के हिसाब से कंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं हुआ था?
सर हम बताएं सर क्यों हम लोग जो 5 साल का है इसको 25 ईयर जैसा जो लाइफ स्पैन ऑफ द ब्रिज है वो तो ना क्यों हम लोग नहीं ले रहे हैं। वो सप्लायर कुछ भी बीच में प्रॉब्लम आएगा, द सप्लायर एंड द रेस्पेक्टिव कॉन्ट्रैक्टर, इट शुड बी द पार्ट ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड स्पेसिफिकेशन सर, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड स्पेसिफिकेशन दैट फॉर द एंटायर 25 years or the lifespan of that bridge, any maintenance or any sound should be taken care by the respective contractor and the supplier.
ये है कि जिसकी गारंटी 10 साल या 25 साल है तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्रोविजन ही होना चाहिए। कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्रोविजन उसका 10 years 25 years का प्रोविजन होना चाहिए कॉन्ट्रैक्टर
sir.
साइड।
Absolutely right, sir. That is the
आपका
only way
suggestion है,
to
नोट कर रहे हैं इसमें
solve it.
जैसा भी। Anybody else?
Here I want to make two issues. It's Chaitanya, PD Chandra.
Mr. Chaitanya, please.
Yes, sir. When it comes to expansion jams, we have two phases. First one is constructing a new bridge under bypass, or means before opening it to the traffic. So at that stage, the issues are relatively simple on technical grounds because we are dealing with a new structure. But we are facing problems from case to case basis when we are attending expansion jams during O&M phase. We cannot take full width of expansion joint statistics because there is no alternate road available for diversion also, for closure of the bridge. So when we are taking up half width, can we have standardized methodology to be adopted?
Yes, we can.
Can we replace the half portion of the expansion joint first and then
we
take up the second?
can, sir. It can be done
How the finishing will be done? Is it practically possible to maintain
Yes.
the same finish for
Yes,
entire width
yes.
of the?
Sir, it can be done, sir.
Okay.
If all precautions and all standard levels and everything is being followed, it can be done, sir. That's why I'm telling you, always go for a 25 years guarantee period with the supplier. And also, it comes in 2-3 pieces. So where exactly you want, you can remove that much of that strip seal, expansion joint, and replace it. The main thing is, sir, a skilled guy, not only a skilled engineer, skilled technician should be available along with the skilled, what do you call the surveyor.
चैतन्य जी, इसको NHI के कई पीडी ने किया। मैं राजकोट में पोस्टेड था। I have replaced the expansion joint for half width of the deck slab and half width the second time.
Okay, sir. Hello. Huh? Sir,
Please on your video. Srinivas, please on your video first.
Our experience, sir, actually, when it comes to new construction, contractor will be in a hurry to achieve PCOD because these expansion giants kind of things, it will come at the last stage of the project where multiple parallel activities will be going on. So they will be in a hurry to complete this expansion giant and show that bridge is completed. When it comes to O&M project, the local police and district administration will be dancing on our head, and sometimes they will directly enter into bridge area when it will be open like that. They will directly pursue because of the traffic management issue. So these two issues, PAU level, we have to handle it very closely from NHI side so that the long-term problems will not be there for the road users.
Chaitanya ji, if working PD at the time of the original construction will be serious and authority engineer team and contractor team will do the job properly, no difficulty will face during the O&M.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why in hurry to give the PCC? All team are responsible. Please issue or recommend the PCC when all the test is acceptable as per the limit. Why all team are in hurry to give the PCC?
Yes.
Anybody else? Last 2-3 questions.
Myself, PD Vivani Muditgar.
Mudit ji,
I want to
बताइए.
ask a question.
बताइए.
Sir, extension joint की जो life होती है 15 years की होती है, but normally DLP period 4 year 5 years का होता है contract में.
बिल्कुल मुदित जी नोट कर लिया। मुदित जी नोट कर लिया क्योंकि हम अभी आप आरएफपी में केवल 5 इयर्स का डीएलपी ले रहे हैं। पहले भी हमारे एक्सपेंशन ज्वाइंट की 10 इयर्स की परफॉर्मेंस गारंटी बॉन्ड में ली जाती थी। जब जीक्यू बनता था, आइटम रेट टेंडर था, तो 10 इयर्स की एक्सपेंशन ज्वाइंट की परफॉर्मेंस गारंटी ली जाती थी और वो हम 10 साल तक सेव करके रखते थे। आपको भी नॉलेज होगा, आप भी पुराने हैं। अभी ईपीसी में क्या प्रोविजन, इसको चेक करेंगे, इसको टेक्निकली एसआरडी क्यों डिस्कस करके एसएनडीटी इट विल बी कॉपरेट।
सर, इसमें मेरा एक सजेशन था, यदि एक्सपेंशन ज्वाइंट मैन्युफैक्चरर लगाए और वो गारंटी वारंटी रखे, इट विल बी बेटर टू अस।
उन्होंने कहा सर कि गारंटर सॉरी मैन्युफैक्चरर लगाता है तो एक मॉकअप जॉइंट वो बनाएगा, और क्योंकि मैन्युफैक्चरर पूरी टीम नहीं ला सकता, वो ट्रेन करे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को इन सुपरविजन ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरर, और ओवरऑल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी मैन्युफैक्चरर की होगी बाय द काउंटर गारंटी ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्टर। ये सजेशन है मेरा। कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअली जो राइट होगा डिस्कस करने के बाद इसको चेक करें।
थैंक यू।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर मैं पीटी मंडी बोल रहा हूँ।
पीटी मंडी बताइए।
सर ये जो सर इशू आ रहा है सर, जैसे मैंने अभी हाईलाइट किया था सर, इसमें जो मैन्युफैक्चरर है सर वो सारी जगह इंस्टॉलेशन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं बिकॉज सर उनके पास इतनी मैन पावर नहीं होती है सर।
यही मैंने बताया, मैन पावर नहीं होती है। उनका भी सजेशन था, मैंने यही पूछा उनसे, तो उनका सजेशन था कि मैन्युफैक्चरर आगे एक मॉकअप में एक्सपेंशन ज्वाइंट लगाए किसी चीज में जिसमें उनकी पूरी टीम मौजूद हो, उसको आप चेक करें। यदि वो एक्सेप्टेबल है तो वो टीम भी ट्रेंड हो जाएगी और बाकी को एग्जीक्यूट कर सकती है।
मैं सर वही सर थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता हूँ सर। हमारे सेक्शन में सर क्या हुआ है कि लाइक 23 ब्रिजेस है सर हमारे पास, और उसमें सर मॉड्यूलर एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट हमने यूज किया कांताप्लेक्स के साथ। अब सर जब हम लोग कोई डिफेक्ट आ रहा है सर, तो उस मैन्युफैक्चरर कहता है कि हमारी प्रेजेंस में काम नहीं हुआ है, सो वी डोंट ओन इट। तो उसमें सर कॉस्ट भी वो ओन नहीं कर रहा है।
पीडी मंडी, यही मैं बता रहा था कि उसको मॉकअप जॉइंट में तो कंप्लीट उसको काम करना है, अदर एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट में उसके सुपरविजन में कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को काम करना है। अभी आपने कहा कि वो क्लेम कर रहा है कि मैं प्रेजेंस नहीं था, ये उसकी गलती थी या कॉन्ट्रैक्टर की गलती थी कि उसको प्रेजेंस, उसके प्रेजेंस में काम नहीं करवाया गया? Every expansion joint should be laid in presence of the manufacturer representative or engineer.
Yes,
ये
yes.
बेसिक चीज है उसकी गारंटी का। उसकी कंडीशन ही ये होती है कि हमारे सामने आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ले करेगा। यदि उसको नहीं बुलाया गया, उसकी प्रेजेंस तो नहीं है, तो वो गारंटी कैसे देगा उसको?
सर मैं वही कह रहा था सर, मॉकअप भी करा लिया सर, बट हर ब्रिजेस पे प्रेजेंट होने के लिए उसका पार भी उतना होना
ऑन वर्ड में भी प्रेजेंस, यदि आई श्योर करे कि मैन्युफैक्चरर होगा तब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर टीम ले करेगी, बिल्कुल काम गलत नहीं होगा। It's duty of the independent engineer or authority engineer that representative of manufacturer should present at time of the installation of the expansion.
जी गुड आफ्टरनून सर, मैं सुमेश भांजल, पीडी इंदौर।
पांडे जी बोलिए।
जी सर, मेरा निवेदन ये कि जैसे हम लोग आरई पैनल में 20 साल का अपन गारंटी पीरियड के लिए उसको एफिडेविट साइन करा के अपन उससे लेते हैं, तो क्या इसी तरह का हम लोग एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट में उससे ले सकते हैं अपन, लिखवाकर उसको स्टैम्प पेपर के ऊपर जो 20 साल की गारंटी हम जो लोग डिजाइन करते हैं?
इसको एक मैंने साहब से पूछ के मैं एक संडे डिस्कशन का पार्ट बनाऊंगा, या आप लोगों के सजेशन आएंगे तो सीएमडी डिवीजन और एसआरडीक्यू डिवीजन, इसमें आरएफपी में जो प्रोविजन पुराने होते थे इस समय क्या है और किस, क्योंकि अभी डिफरेंट जैसे आपने कहा आरई पैनल का 20 साल की गारंटी ले रहे हैं, कई लोग नहीं ले रहे हैं, और वो आरएफपी में कैसे हम उसको एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे कि 18 साल बाद या 10 साल बाद आरई वॉल फेल होती है तो हु विल बी द रिस्पांसिबल? मैंने आरई वॉल मैन्युफैक्चरर और कॉन्ट्रैक्टर, तो इसमें एक डिस्कशन की जरूरत है। तो जो भी साहब के मैनेजमेंट का डिसीजन होगा उस हिसाब से डिस्कस करके इट विल बी इनकॉर्पोरेटेड।
बिल्कुल ठीक है।
लास्ट क्वेश्चन, एनीबॉडी एल्स?
Hello.
मिस्टर सत्या, एसक्यूएमई।
Sir, good morning. Sir, suppose if the bridge which is 12 meters, sir. Hello.
योर वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर, प्लीज से लाउडली।
Sir, hearing, sir?
हाँ, या
Hearing?
प्लीज।
Sir, if the bridge width is 12 meter, if the bridge width is 12 meter,
या
hello?
या प्लीज कंटिन्यू। I think voice is clear. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your presentation. Nice presentation.